All right, let's dive right in. Today we're exploring a pretty fascinating idea. What if I told you the loudest, most visible path to wealth isn't actually the best one? We're going to look at a much quieter, more deliberate way to build prosperity, inspired by Japan. And well, it all starts with a puzzle.
So, here it is, the central question. From the outside, Japanese culture can seem really reserved, maybe even a little boring, compared to the non-stop hustle culture we see everywhere else. But, and this is a big but, behind that calm exterior is a financial reality that's, well, it's pretty shocking.
And look, this isn't just a vibe or a feeling, it's a hard fact. Japan has one of the highest numbers of millionaires per person on the entire planet. What's absolutely incredible, though, is how they did it. So much of this wealth was built from the literal ashes of the post-war era. And it wasn't through some get-rich-quick scheme, no. It was through a completely different mindset, one that's rooted in simple, daily habits.
And this gets us to a really fundamental split in how people think about money. It's this philosophical divide between what you could call loud ambition and quiet prosperity. Let's actually break down what that really means, because the difference is huge.
Okay, this chart basically contrasts two completely different worlds. On one side, you've got hustle culture, where success is all about what you can show off, the fast car or the giant house. But with silent wealth, discretion is what really matters. Hustle culture is all about these intense, crazy bursts of work, where being burnt out is almost something to brag about. The Japanese approach, it's all about daily consistency, something you can sustain for the long haul. Think of it like a sprint versus a marathon. It really just boils down to this, the idea that more is more versus the really powerful concept that enough is a feast.
Right, so this isn't just some abstract, high-level philosophy. It's something you can actually see and feel. At the end of the day, it all comes down to simple, repeatable daily habits. And there are two habits in particular that are the absolute foundation of this entire approach.
Okay, so the first habit is all about completely changing your relationship with money, taking it from something passive that just happens to you to something you are mindful of. And it's a practice called Kakeibo, which is designed to bring real intention to your finances.
So what is Kakeibo? Well, on the surface, it's basically a money journal, but it is so much more than just accounting. The real goal isn't just to see where your money went last month, it's to become truly conscious of your financial choices as you're making them. It's about taking back control, quieting down that low-level financial anxiety we all kind of feel, and making sure your spending actually lines up with what you truly value. And the process itself is surprisingly simple. You just start with your income, take out your fixed bills, and then you set a savings goal. Then, and this is the most important part, you track everything. Every single coffee, every bus ticket, all of it. Now, the power here isn't about restricting yourself or feeling guilty. It's just about awareness. Then, at the end of the month, you look back, you see what worked, what didn't, and you adjust. It's this cycle of continuous, gentle improvement.
All right, the second big idea here isn't really a method, but it's this deep-seated cultural spirit that builds on that idea of mindfulness. It's a concept called Mottainai.
Mottainai is such a powerful word because it's not just an idea, it's an actual emotion. You know that little pang of regret you feel when you see something valuable being wasted? That's Mottainai. And this isn't about being cheap, not at all. It's about honoring the value in everything around you. And what's so cool is that this applies to way more than just money. Wasting food? That's Mottainai. Wasting time just mindlessly scrolling on your phone? That's Mottainai too. Wasting your energy on things that just don't matter? Yep, Mottainai. It becomes this whole life philosophy that teaches you to see value everywhere and to use your resources with intention and with respect. Okay, so let's connect the dots. How do these two concepts, Kakeibo and Mottainai, actually solve that puzzle we started with? Well, together, they help you build a type of wealth that doesn't need to be seen to be felt. It's all about building something invisible. This quote, I think, just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures the whole idea. Lasting prosperity isn't about the flashy signals. It's about the foundation you build, quietly, brick by brick, day after day, with those consistent, mindful actions we've been talking about. It's quiet, it's stable, and it's built to last.
So really, it all boils down to these four key principles of silent wealth. It's choosing mindfulness over materialism. It's prioritizing consistency over just pure intensity. It's building for sustainability, not for speed. And maybe most importantly, it's about cultivating a deep appreciation for everything you have and wasting nothing.
And that just leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In a world that is constantly screaming at us to show our success, to prove our worth, what if the greatest,
most durable, and most meaningful form of wealth is the one nobody ever sees but you.